You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
Welcome back to the Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell.
And your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
Your local mortgage experts right here on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, February 23rd show. Very excited to have our next guest in studio, first time visiting Keelan and myself, Michael Abrahamson of Rainier Title, and we're going to be talking about video and social media. Michael, thank you so much for joining us in studio.
Well, thank you for having me here.
And
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be a great segment with you. A little bit about Michael. Michael works for Rainier Title and as account manager. He has been at Rainier Title since 2016, but has been in real estate since 2001. He has an extensive knowledge in real estate, but his true passion is teaching. And what an educator you are, Michael. Michael is a licensed certified clock hour instructor and teaches a number of continued education classes in real estate agents. He is here today to talk about his most popular class, which is Video 201. Definitely real estates need to know about video.
Love it. Michael, can you elaborate a little bit for us? What sets you apart from account managers out there?
What sets me apart? Well,
many things.
Yeah, one word, video. So what I come across most when I meet real estate agents is, what can you do for me that my title rep's not doing for me already? Yeah. So video. I mean, none of them are doing it, and I think everyone should be doing it. And what I do is I show them the value that it can create for them in marketing to get them more buyers and sellers, and they just love it.
Yeah, so. And the class that you go through, it's a detailed class, but what they take away is so easy for them to be able to do this. And I remember how you taught me how to do my video. I mean, literally it was done in a few minutes. So I think, just the techniques of learning how to use technology. We're talking about technology here with Dan and Dan on the real estate side. And with video, just embracing, you don't have to have an edited video. It's just using what you already have on your phone. And then also you're just really an inspiration and a little bit of motivation to get them over the curve of being afraid of getting on video. And I think that's a talent that you have with your education piece and your passion around it. So that's great. Well, Michael, tell us a little bit about what the benefits are of making a video.
Well, the number one benefit I see in it is recognition. You want people to recognize you. You want them to think of you whenever they think of real estate or doing a loan. If you're a real estate agent or a loan officer, or actually in any kind of sales. If you're in sales, you want to be front of mind for people when they think of whatever you're doing. So in making that video, because I tell people when you're making them, you want to be their real estate agent. You just don't want to be a real estate agent. You want to be their real estate agent. So again, when you're in these conversations and they're thinking of things that have to do with real estate, you want them to think of your face. And the easiest way for them to do that is to make a video.
Yeah.
It really is.
I like that. Well, people want to work with people they like as well. And it's hard to like somebody from a picture. Insert a million smart comments there.
Right.
But you can't get to know somebody from a picture at all and just kind of get to know somebody's dynamics. You connect with people. Can you elaborate a little bit on how video and can help you to create relationships on social media?
That is a great question, because that's one of the things I really go over a lot in one of my classes is people don't think you can create relationships online, and actually you can. And what a lot of people do is they post and they wait and they wait and they wait to see what happens, right? So if they get a thumbs up, people get excited. If you comment on things, people get even more excited. So how I'm educating people on how to do this is when you are online, you have to show interest in other people's posts. And how do you do that? You comment on these posts. So not only do you comment, but the best thing that you can do to build a relationship and to build a conversation online is to ask a question. So if somebody posts something online of them at Niagara Falls, don't just give them a like or just don't say, cool, you're at Niagara. Ask them a question.
What were you doing there?
Yes, when did you get there? ? Or is that Niagara Falls? ? You want to ask, because you know what they're going to do when they see that you've asked them a question online? They are going to start a conversation with you. They are going to answer you.
Yeah.
So in doing that, because there's a lot of people you see online that you probably don't see that often. And then when you do run into them, hey, you just have a conversation that you can start with them because you had that conversation with them online, and it builds that relationship.
Yeah, so true. And so let's talk about, because you're really big on brand, and that's something that we have in common, because I, really believe in being your unique self and building a brand around that, because we all have a gift to share with the world, but we've got to embrace it first ourselves before we can do that. And what an amazing gift with technology again and video to be able to present that information. Dan Wingard was talking about, billions of people could see all over the world, we can see each other. And so talk a little bit about brand and how you help agents find that space for them.
Okay. Well, about creating a brand, the most important thing is to get clear on what you want to create when you are doing things online. So many times I get on there and I'll go on to somebody's Facebook page or something, and there is 10, 15, 20 different things that I'm looking at on their one page. Mm-hmm. So what I try to get them is get them clear on what they want to create and focus on 3 or 4 things that you want people to know who you are.
Oh, good. You said 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
I'm good.
Yes, if you have 10, that's fantastic. However, if you focus on 3 or 4, that's what they're going to remember you as. You have 10 things, it's a lot harder to remember you.
Yes.
So when they go on there, they know you're going to be educating them, or you're going to be doing something behind the scenes, or sharing your vacation time with your family. Create that brand for these people so they know, again, who you are. They want to know who you are. They want to know that you're a real person too.
Yeah.
So when you're making these videos, you just don't want to do one thing and educate them on a video. You want to let them see your real life as well. But not everything in your life, obviously. There are some things you don't want to share. However, focus on the positive when you're online and post those things.
Yeah, and I love the fact with video that you're able to showcase other people through video. And I just think that's so exciting with video and technology as well.
Isn't it funny, Tina, when you bump into people now, they know your whole, you remember how you used to catch up with people?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying that you don't even catch up. They're like, I know. Yeah,
oh, you
I know.
just got back from.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, social media.
And then you just look like an idiot because you're like, oh, we saw the other. Yeah, I know. And you're like, oh, man. Anyways, that's on a different story. So how hard is it to make a video? Some people, paralysis by analysis, we said. There's a lot of tools out there. How tough is it?
Correct. When I first started doing video, I was very intimidated. And I was on this app, and it would, I'm not kidding, it would take me like an hour and a half to record the video. I would edit it. I'd put sound on it. And then it would take me 20, 30 takes just to make the video until I discovered that it doesn't have to be perfect. People actually like it when you kind of mess up on a video. So I started putting that stuff in it and had a lot better success. But as far as, it's so easy now. So it used to take me an hour and a half. From start to finish now, it takes me from making the video to editing it to posting it, it takes me about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so it is
awesome.
very simple, and I just show them the easy steps on how to do it, and to get over that fear. That's the biggest obstacle
that they create. Thing that you do is you really
fear.
build that. Yeah, you really help them with getting rid of that fear. You don't have to wait until you have this or that and look this way or that way. Just make it happen. And what you're doing is in your class is you're actually making them make it happen right there. So it's breaking down that barrier a little bit when they actually get on it and do it. Is the first step.
Yeah, people love that we do that in the class because they're used to going to these clock hour classes and they just hear a teacher speak for 3 or 4 hours, whatever it is, but they are actually participating. We're making videos, we're posting them online, we're doing live Facebook. We're doing stuff that they're not used to doing, and by the time they get done with it, they are excited and they're making videos and they're loving it.
Yeah. So Michael, let's talk about when is too much when it comes to video. If you've taken down that barrier and they're confident and they're ready to do video, what's too much?
Well, on video, I've never seen too much video. However, obviously, you use your common sense. You don't want to be posting something every single day for people to, people are going to stop watching them. So you want to still hold their interest to create that value. So I would say, me personally, I hold myself to 2 videos a week that I want to post. If you're doing 1 a week, that is fabulous. 3 or 4 or 5, I mean, if you get up there, people are, I believe they're just going to stop watching them.
Yeah.
I mean, they might like them, but they'll stop viewing them. And I always go off how many views I'm getting rather than how many likes I'm getting. So I'll post a picture and I'll get maybe 30 or 40 likes. I'll post a video, I'll get 400, 500, 600 views.
Yeah.
So it just shows you how powerful video is.
So it's kind of back to the same thing when we were starting with blogging, and that was kind of the big thing. It was like, do one a week minimum or 2 to 3 maximum. Yeah.
Where should and how, well, we kind of touched on how often, but where and when should we be posting these videos?
Well, that's another great question. So I've heard different times and different days that people should be posting. However, I believe that any time that you can post is a good time because you know what? You're doing it. So people, I've gone over time blocking with Tina before, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, block out some time. Like if you're gonna do it once a week, block it out on Friday at 3 to 4. You're gonna make a video, you're gonna post it, you're gonna edit it, you're gonna do all that stuff, and just make sure you do it. Yeah. So obviously all the sites are good. I mean, right now I do LinkedIn, I do Instagram, and Facebook are my biggest ones. I put everything on YouTube on my own page because that's the easiest way to get everything out to those media places. So just make sure you're doing it. Doesn't matter when you're doing it, just do it.
And there's all the technology behind the scenes as well that you can look into to see how much time people are spending on it, which people are most interested in the information that you're giving them. So you can kind of do a little bit of your own AI on the back end to really strategically engage with the people that are most need your services, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, Michael, you're just a really fun guy, and I know that your class is very engaging, which helps break down the barriers a little bit of being afraid of video for some of the agents that might be listening. But I'd love it for you to break down of what you go through during your class, and it's complimentary unless they want the clock hours, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, I do a lunch and learn that's about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
And then we do a 4-hour clock hour class. And it's $10 a clock hour. So it's a $40 class. It's a 4-hour class. And what we do in the class is a lot about what I talked about here today. I'm going to show you how to build relationships, how to create your brand. I actually have you FaceTime someone. If there's a lot of people in the class who've never FaceTimed anyone on their phone.
Wow.
So, and that helps them get comfortable being in front of the camera because everything we do on the phone. We're going to do on your camera phone. We're going to do on FaceTime Live. So after we do the FaceTime, we go live on Facebook. And I have them go live for 2 minutes. They have no idea what they're going to say. They have no idea what they're going to do, but they all do it. And they have a great time. And they see how easy it is to talk to people.
Yeah.
And what I ask them to do is when they see people on, because people, you can see who's watching you when you go live. I have them communicate with them, and they have a conversation with them. And it just really helps to get them comfortable. And then I actually show them a few videos on YouTube to show them why they should be posting and making videos to see how popular they're. I mean, I show them YouTube videos that have 30 million views. And it could be it's a guy going around New York City testing fried chicken. And 30 million people, it doesn't matter. So I'm just showing them that it doesn't matter what you post because everyone thinks you have to have this great idea and it has to be perfect, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
All you got to do is make one and people will watch it.
And I think for real estate agents, I mean, it's just because you're out there in the community, you're building communities, educating people in communities. Get out there and do a Facebook Live with the local business owners that are in the area that you're targeting and, put a show together. I just think that would be so beneficial for everyone, them and their clients and the business owners, and what a great way to build your business as well. There's some really creative things that you can do when you embrace video.
Well, Michael, you got me excited about it, and I'm sure some of our listeners out there are going, what the heck, how do I get involved in that? So can you elaborate a little bit on how can people get connected with you and get signed up for some classes and get your guidance?
Okay, well, the best way is to go on our website. That's going to, because I'm doing these video classes once a month, every second Thursday of every month, right here in Bellevue. We're going to have all those posted on our Rainier Title website. So that's rainiertitle.com. You can go to that and just look at education, and they're all going to pop up. And some of my videos will be on there if you want to see what the videos look like. Or you can always go on my Facebook page and look at me and look at the videos and say hi to me, man. I would love to start a conversation with you.
Love that. I'm excited to have you for our Power Hour Lunch and Learn coming up here a little bit later later in the year as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, we'll get some face-to-face. Well, Michael, thank you so much for coming in and joining us in studio. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much.
And this is your host, Tina Mitchell, signing off for the day.
You keep forgetting your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
Oh my God, what the heck? Signing off for the day, your local mortgage experts. And we'll be here, same place, same time next week, right here on 1150 AM KKNW. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.